What's up, guys? The Snowman here, back with another soccer football informational video right now. Today we're going to talk all things Argentine Primera Division. Seems like I've gone over the format of about 100 football leagues, from the MLS and Liga MX to the Brazilian Serie A, all the top leagues in Europe, so please check those out if you want. But the Argentine Primera Division has gone through a lot of changes in recent times. Today I want to give a general overview of the league and then talk about its teams, the schedule, the format, all the basics in Argentina. So let's get into the Primera Division, also known as the Liga Profesional de Fútbol. This is the top professional club football league in Argentina. It's the premier football division in the country, right at the top of the Argentine football league system. Historically, Argentina became the first country outside of the UK to establish a football league all the way back in 1891, so a ton of history. The Primera Division then turned from amateur to professional in 1931. In terms of the rest of the world, it's probably not a top 10 soccer league as far as overall talent is concerned, but I would still put the Primera Division as a top 20 league competitively. Number of teams, there are 28 clubs that compete in the Primera Division each season. That number is expected to shrink in the next few years, but for now 28. Not the same 28 clubs every single season, as each year 2 clubs are relegated down to the Primera Nacional, while 2 clubs are promoted up. The Primera Nacional is the division just below the Primera Division. Format-wise, it's pretty straightforward as of 2024. Again, this is likely to change in the next few years, but for the schedule, the Primera Division season typically played from around the summertime to the winter time, the 2024 season taking place from May to December. And then we have our 28 teams. Essentially how it works is they all play each other once in a single round-robin format for a total of 27 games each. The Primera Division season, 27 games in length. Every club plays the others one time. Like most football leagues around the world, teams are awarded 3 points for every win, 1 point for a draw, and 0 points for a loss. After each team plays all 27 games, we tally up each club's points, and whoever has the most is the Primera Division champion. This is an example of the 2023 final table. River Plate was the league champion. However, there's more to play for than just the top spot. For example, earlier I mentioned the bottom 2 clubs each year get relegated to the minor league, so you definitely don't want to finish in 27th or 28th place. Also, if you finish in the top 3, you're guaranteed to qualify for the Copa Libertadores group stage the following season. The Copa Libertadores is a South American club continental competition similar to the UEFA Champions League, where the best teams from different leagues in South America play against each other. There's also more prize money the higher up the table you finish, so a lot to play for each season. I also want to touch on a couple of other competitions that Argentine clubs compete in every year, starting with the Copa de la Liga. I mentioned that the Primera Division season really only runs for about half the year, maybe 7 months, while the other half of the year Argentine teams are playing in the Copa de la Liga. This is only for the 28 clubs currently in the Primera Division. The format is essentially a group stage plus a knockout stage. These were the groups in 2023. We divide the 28 teams into 2 zones of 14 teams. Everybody plays each other in their group once, plus 1 extra game for 14 games. And then the top 4 clubs from each group advance to the knockout stage. These were the top 8 in 2023. Those 8 clubs then face off in a single elimination knockout tournament until only 1 team remains. They are your Copa de la Liga champion. Again, this competition different than the Primera Division. However, it's those same 28 clubs that play in both throughout the year. We also have the Copa Argentina, which is the primary cup competition for club teams in Argentina. The format here, relatively simple, 64 teams in total, so all 28 clubs from the Primera Division plus other teams from the top 5 divisions in Argentina. This competition is similar to the FA Cup in England and most other cup competitions around the world. So you have clubs from a variety of leagues in Argentina, not just the top one. Gives the smaller clubs a chance to match up against the first division teams. 64 team, 6 round single elimination knockout tournament to determine a champion, and this event schedule wise is played throughout the entire year in between Primera Division and Copa de la Liga games. And then I did reference it before, but we also have the Copa Libertadores. This is the top club continental event in South America, so the best clubs from Argentina qualify, but also the best clubs from Brazil, Uruguay, Colombia, Chile, etc. They all play in a massive tournament, group stage plus plus a 16-team knockout stage to decide the continent's best. The Primera Division in Argentina has 5 slots for the Copa Libertadores. Those go to the top 3 teams of the Primera Division table. They all qualify for the Copa Libertadores group stage, along with the winners of the Copa de la Liga and Copa Argentina. Thank you so much for watching my Argentine Primera Division video. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the Snowman Sports Media for more soccer and football videos and other sports as well. Cheers!